we were both just like, we can't wait to meet Shakira. So when we had that moment, I was definitely nervous and excited. A little bit of my fangirl came out. She always had like the best outfits every day. And I remember, I will never forget, I think for the rest of my life, her complimenting me on some of my looks. And it made me really happy. I was like telling my stylist, like, we're going to keep this one. I'm just a huge fan.
You are obviously the host of the new NBC show, Dancing with Myself. That premieres on Tuesday, May 31st. I had a chance to watch the show. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was really great. And I know you're a trained dancer, you have a dancing background, but what made you want to be part of this show?
I have to say there was no hesitation when I found out that this opportunity had come about for me. And I mean, my hosting side of Camille and the other side of myself coming together as my worlds colliding, getting to not only host on a dance stage, but getting to be a part of the creator, be a part of one of the creators alongside of Nick Jonas and Liza Koshy and Shakira was incredible. When I found out that extra element of getting to learn the dances, be a part of choreographing and then teaching them to the audience, and that a lot of our contestants would watch and learn from, was the little Camille in me just like bursted with excitement, because I knew that being a part of the dance show would be exciting for me, but I also knew that I would have that feeling of missing out and wanting to dance and know the dances. So it was really cool to be on the side while they were performing and doing the dances for fun, and just knowing what they were doing and being a part of that performance element. So super excited, total dream job. And I keep saying it, but I hope that everyone watching at home has so much fun and loves it, because I hope to keep coming back season after season, just getting to dance and share these stories of these incredible dancers all over the world.
Oh, no doubt about it. And you mentioned Nick, Liza, and Shakira being part of the show. They're judges. How is it working with those three, especially Shakira, because she's an executive producer on the show and she's a dancing legend. So how is it working with those three?
I definitely had a little bit of Sunday scaries before that first episode and, meeting everybody. And one of the first people I met was Liza, because we did a lot of duo collaborations together. We were in the dance studio the first night that we got to Atlanta, and we really learned a lot of our dances together. So I already knew and loved Liza. We already created like our chemistry together as dancers and, co-workers. And we were both just like, we can't wait to meet Shakira. So when we had that moment, I was definitely nervous and excited. A little bit of my fangirl came out. She always had like the best outfits every day. And I remember, I will never forget, I think for the rest of my life, her complimenting me on some of my looks. And it made me really happy. I was like telling my stylist, like, we're going to keep this one. I'm just a huge fan. And, it was one of those girls growing up just watching her and learning how to shake my hips like Shakira. And so now that everyone at home literally gets a breakdown of how to shake your hips like Shakira, it's a pretty exclusive moment here. So everyone tune in to NBC and check it out. But yeah, she's incredible, such a girl's girl. We're always pumping each other up backstage, and I feel really grateful to have this opportunity and be a part of such an incredible cast. And a lot of energy in the room from everybody, from Nick, Liza, the dancers, Shakira, and myself. Even DJ Earworm is part of our team. He brings the beats, and when there's a live audience and good music, it's a dance party.
Of course. And when I was watching the show, and you talked about this, you had a lot of fun, and based on your experience on TV, is Dancing with Myself, being on that show, is that the most fun you've had so far?
I think, each time, I know we've talked to each other about the show Wipeout, and we've even talked about my job being a part of Sports Illustrated Swimsuit. They're all, and then, even talking about movies of being a part of things like Free Guy, they're all so different that I love all of them. And that's why I love, and I'm so happy to live. I truly am, Brian, I have to tell you, living in my dream world of having this multifaceted career where I wake up and I go to work in a new city and in a new group of workers. And I get to meet different producers and production crews and different contestants, from Wipeout to Dancing with Myself. And, for the majority, I'm working with adults on Wipeout who are just big kids at heart. And, everyone who's coming on stage to dance have a great big heart and just have such a joy for life, because who can dance when they're somber? Who can dance when they're sad? So all these jobs are also different, but the same, in the sense that I'm just there to narrate and tell the stories of these people that just have such a love for life. And all these people who compete against each other, it's not hardcore mean competition.
Right.
Everyone's friends, everyone's rooting each other on, from the Wipeout chorus to Dance with Myself. So I'm comparing these two because obviously these are the two shows that I host and take a lot of pride in, but they're so different. But I have to say, as a dancer, having this added element just takes it to a new level. And I absolutely love getting to dance and perform and teach and host and dance on stage with everybody and get to know, pull those extra little bits out of the contestants to share with the world, because it's always super touching.
And speaking of the contestants, when I was watching that first episode, they all were really impressive. They all come from different parts of the country, different parts of the world, different ages, range from 16 to 50. How impressed were you with the dancers who came on the show?
Super impressed. I think this is one of the coolest parts about the show is there's a lot of professional dance shows out there where there's people dancing their entire life for this moment. And that's not what you're going to get on this show. There are some people who have incredible dance backgrounds, and there's also some people who have fun dancing on different apps on their phones, where they're just dancing with themselves to a little phone screen. So I know for some of them, it was definitely a challenge to take a stage and take the dance pods and really use their space and have fun with it and perform in front of a live audience, which ultimately is being filmed to go out nationwide. So, it was very rare that you saw anybody crumble to that. If anything, it electrified them with the live audience and, having Nick Jonas and Liza and Shakira in your corner cheering you on and teaching the dances. And it just makes for, I just keep saying it, the ultimate dance party. But I think that having, these everyday people walking into these dance pods, getting a shot at, this big cash prize and the title of being our ultimate pod star and getting, those bragging rights and very well known throughout this TV show on NBC. It's huge. And I think that it's great. You can sign up and come on our show and not have to have an ounce of dance background for a dance show.
Sounds great. Sounds like a plan. And
see you there, Brian.
Oh yeah, right. I might have to sign up. I'm not gonna lie, but along with Dancing with Myself, you were in Sports Illustrated swimsuit for the 5th time. How was the experience shooting for Sports Illustrated swimsuit again?
It was incredible. I always say I bring rookie energy to the set every time. It feels like my first time every time, because each year you're not promised in the magazine. So it doesn't matter if you've been on the cover or how many years you've been in it. You don't know when you're going to get that call. So I actually got the call. They start shooting around October, and they start wrapping up their shoots before creating the magazine around February. I got my call really close to February. So, I was kind of like, had the waiting game going on in my body. I was a little bit nervous. I was a little bit excited. I was like, is it going to happen again? Because I never want that rush to end. I love being a part of the team. I love what the brand stands for. And I love being a voice and representing SI Swim beyond being amongst pages of the magazine, because they really allow you to express your passions and the things that you enjoy in life. And I really advocate for self-love and mental health, and that they really have created a space for me over the years to do just that and use their platform to share those. So I was so happy. I'm actually just coming off of another launch around the Miami area at the Hard Rock, and was so excited to be a part of it again and celebrate with all of the team and have panels and activations and meet and greets and get to meet fans in real life. And it's definitely a great thing to be a part of.
And with this year, the cover models are Sierra, Kim Kardashian, Mae Musk, and Yumi Nu. You've been on the cover before, but what was your reaction when you found out those 4 were going to be on this year's cover?
Mind blown, excited. I had no clue. And you would think that being a part of the issue, you get a little intel. Nothing. When the world found out, we found out, and I was so over the moon. And then what the other element of this was Thursday night, May 19th, when the magazine hit stands worldwide. I was asked to host our red carpet live for 2 hours, and I was able to interview Sierra and dance with her a little bit and talk to me and talk to Yumi and get to know them a little bit better. And it just makes sense why MJ hand selected these cover stars, because again, beautiful, talented women who stand for so much, and they are model moguls, and it's everything that MJ looks for in a cover star. And she did a great job because they're so beautiful inside as they are on the outside. And I have to say, Mae Musk is an absolute delight and is so inspiring. I felt lucky to be in the presence of her and hear about her.
Of course, and along with you being in Sports Illustrated swimsuit, you actually just dropped your second swimsuit collection, I believe. Yes. How rewarding was it for you, or how rewarding is it for you to help someone, find that perfect swimsuit?
That you actually hit the nail on the head. Is that the same? That's it. I can guess myself.
Yeah, right.
Because this is why I ended up creating a swimsuit line. I did it because it's so much time. It takes about a year to create a line, and I'm all about quality and having this feel like second skin. And I wanted to have a variety, especially the second collection, a variety of coverage, of styles, from one pieces to cover ups to resort wear to even co-ed sweatshirts to those little bikinis, and then the bikinis that have a little bit more coverage, high waist, high hip, the whole range, and a whole range of sizes. And that was something that was so important to me doing a collaboration, because Swimsuits for All is about inclusion before that word became popular. And this really meant something to me. And the most rewarding part of it all is seeing people in the suits feeling good, getting those messages, those emails, DMs, those when, even at launch in Miami, seeing girls show up in my swimsuits and styling them up in their street style is exactly what I made this line for. It's supposed to be from beach to street. I don't want you to just wear it on the beach. I want you to wear it every day. You need to get a bang for your buck here. So some reversible pieces. It's a lot. It's a lot of good stuff. And I hope everyone can find something that they love. And then let me know.
Oh, no doubt about that. Switching gears a little bit, and just a couple more questions before I let you go. We've talked about Free Guy in the past, and you being in movies. Are you going to be any feature films or movies in the foreseeable future?
A lot of self-tapes going on right now, but there is a movie called Monsters of California. Tom DeLonge from Blink-182. This is actually one of the first movies that he directed, and it was such a rewarding experience. We filmed it in 2020, and it is starting to come out very soon. I don't know the drop date, but Monsters of California will be out eventually, and I don't know where, but that's coming soon. And in the meantime, I'm just hoping to right time, right place to stick that next feature film role, because I'm ready. I have so much fun. I think acting is probably one of the most challenging jobs for me because I'm still learning so much, but I love that. I've talked to you about this before. I don't like being complacent. I love challenging myself, and that's definitely acting does that to me.
Well, I'm looking forward to it. Camille, we ran out of time, but thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. Always great talking to you, and continue success.